Hey, back again, another video today. Actually cleaned out the garage here. It's kind of nice out, it's like 35, so, you know, doors open, hoodie weather. Can hear the Impala in the background running. I don't know if you can hear the faint squeaking. Yeah, the dreaded belt squeaking chirp. Well, turns out that it's an idler pulley tensioner. Sometimes the idler pulley bearing goes out. Mine, unfortunately, I thought that was it. Pulled the pulley off. And it's not. The tensioner looks like it's about to disintegrate, so got that ordered up. And today's video, we're going to change that out. So stay tuned. Yep, the mouse squeak. Yeah, we're going to fix on that. But first, we got to get it into the garage. You know, garage it. Oh, don't mind my looking around and the interior, how it is. I'm still waiting on some light bulbs to change out my LEDs in here to finish that project off, but once I get that done, we'll be good. Can we do it? Oh yeah. Totally a snow ripper. Let's just go, next good snowstorm, let's just take this thing and go 90 and see what happens. No. Okay, don't hit anything. Don't hit anything. Don't hit anything. Oh. Are we in? We are. Okay. Let me get out and show you the squeak. So the chirping comes from that guy down there. It's the back tensioner that's actually blown apart. Doesn't put enough tension on the belt, and that's where the squeak comes in. You can kind of hear it. So how do you diagnose if you have the tensioner or the actual pulley that's failing you? Well, first, if it's running and you got that belt squeak, you probably got an issue. If you look at the pulley and it's wobbling, more than likely that's going to be the pulley itself. And those pulleys have a bearing in them. Let me just show you. They have a bearing on them, and if you have bearing grinding noise, then most likely this is bad. If it's going dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee wobbling, that's bad. If you're not getting any of that wobbling, you're just getting the slow chirps like I got. Every so faintly you got a chirp going on, or you get some drive through a puddle or some rain and it starts really singing the belt tune. And most likely your tensioner part of the pulley has gone bad. And that's this guy right here. Pretty simple to replace, but what happens is the spring gets weak in it and it stops putting so much tension on the belt, and basically your belt's slipping. Okay, the tools you'll need for the job. You need 13 M&Ms on a 3/8. You also need 10 M&Ms for 3/8. Get those off on the side. For the parts, you're going to need some stuff here. So for parts, if you're just doing the idler pulley, you got two options. First one is GM part number right there, AC Delco. Second one is your GM part number right there. The difference is this one has a bit of a taper to it. This one is more the indented flat style. Both come with a bearing. Both are smooth on the top. Diameter is the same. They're identical. So to each his own, whatever one you want to get, they both are going to work. There's also a plastic option that I've seen on like the Caprices, the 9C1 options. I like the metal ones personally. If you're doing the whole kit and caboodle, there's a GM part number for the tensioner, pulley, and, well, the tensioner and the pulley. And yeah, it's all comes pre-assembled. Easy, ready to go. You can see the less tapered style is actually the one that comes on the part for it. So that is your option. But again, both of them, they'll work. I actually bought that one a couple years ago. I had it on the shelf because I thought the problem was that to begin with. But here we are. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that off, and we'll go from there. So to begin, take your 13 M&Ms, put it on the idler pulley itself, and you want to go towards the driver's side of the vehicle. What that does is going to loosen up your belt there. You can see when I move it, and you want to just slip it off the alternator. Once it's undone from the alternator, you can simply pull it off however you want. Belt routing's right there in case you ever need to know. And then just find a home for your belt. Probably not on the header because it was just running, it's going to burn. Now would be a good time to check your alternator. Spin it. If it squeaks, you probably got an alternator bearing going out. That's what mine did last year. Power steering pump, make sure that thing spins freely. I'm going to be doing sucking the juiceolators out of that and then putting new juice in it just to kind of freshen it up. You can also put a coat of paint on it if you want. See, I tried to, but we're not at that point, so stop yelling at me. Okay, so the next one, you can see I'm going to get down. We're going to have a 10 millimeter there, and we're going to have a 10 millimeter over here. So probably going to be a good idea to get maybe a deep socket or an extension. For this one, I'm actually going to pull the pulley off and just show you why mine is blown apart. And then you'll see why I'm changing out the tensioner. So if you are just doing the pulley itself, you want to drop your ratchet. Once you retrieve the ratchet, you simply just put it on, break it off, drop it again towards the passenger side, and you should be able to just pull off the nut, slide it off. You can see that's the one that came off of it. Let's try to focus in a little bit better on it. Yeah, anyway, I've changed this out before now that I'm getting back to it. There's the bolt. It does have a big flat washer on it. Mine's pretty concaved in, but I'm just going to put that on the shelf with my other three. Oh, which, by the way, yeah, you can see them compared to each other. They're side by side, but this would work just fine. Maybe a little bit more slack. I don't know. I'm not putting it in, so whatever. 15 bucks, 15 bucks, about 34 bucks. So Amazon it. Okay, so now get back in here again, and you can see that my tensioner, I mean, it looks good at first glance, but if you get close into it, that whole, just let her focus. There we go. You can see that the bottom part, right down in there, there's like a snap ring that's blown apart. And that's what is making this thing weak. And I can actually, well, you can tell when you put the wrench on it that it's not very taut. So 215,000 miles. Yeah, it's time for a change. So let's just get into it. 10 mil, the other 10 mil, pop it off. So there's the old one off. You can see this piece is busted off, blowing apart. I'm pretty sure this is original. Stamping on the back is 95. So I will say too, be careful. I about rounded that bolt off, got kind of worried, so I'm gonna replace this with some new hardware. Unfortunately, I don't have it, but that's fine. I'm gonna get it ordered up. And there's the new unit side by side. It'd be like that. This one's more of a sealed. Well, it's not really sealed, but looks like it's a little bit more sturdier. So that guy will be install reverse 210s. Get your pulley back on there if you take it off. Reinstall the belt, and that should solve your problem. But I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna be doing a tune-up. It's gonna be one of my next videos. I don't like the way that these plug wears are. I got some new ones anyway, so I'm gonna leave that off so I can get into the little spot there and put on the right Oppie Spark style spark plugs and give this thing a tune-up. But that's it for the idler pulley. So, should solve your problem. If you do have problems with it still, drop a comment below. More than likely, it could be, if you're still experiencing kind of belt squeak, your AC pump could be on the point of seizing up, which that happens, or your alternator could be there bad. Either way, it's good to get in there and check them out, but yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.